Welcome to Minor Hockey Moment, a chance for us to highlight some of the players, coaches, and teams in the minor hockey system in and around Thompson. Today our guest is a young fellow who had a once-in-a-lifetime experience when he got invited to go to camp with Sidney Crosby this summer. With me is Brady Krentz. It's a family affair here on Minor Hockey Moment. How are you doing, Brady?
Good.
So, this summer you had a chance to go and spend some time with Sidney Crosby. How did you hear about that?
Well, my mom saw it on the internet, and then I told her I wanted to apply, and then you wrote a resume of why you wanted to go, and then filled out where you were from and how old you were.
Off you went. So what were some of the things that you put in there to convince Sidney to invite you out to his camp?
Well, I'm not too sure, but what I heard was that it was just an electric draw, that you just wrote the resume to make sure that you were interested.
So we know that you highlighted a few things. Your room's all decorated up like Crosby. You wanted to learn from some of the things that he had. So he invited you down there. You got picked. It was unbelievable. Now, lots of times when you go to a camp like this, it says Sidney Crosby's name on it, but he isn't actually there. So was Sidney Crosby actually there?
Yeah, every day. One ice time every day.
And so did you actually talk to Sidney Crosby? He was really there?
Yeah.
And what were some of the things that you talked about? Did you ask him any questions?
Not really, but in one drill when I was supposed to go, he told me not to go, and then he messed up and was just standing there smiling when it was my turn to go.
So even Sidney Crosby makes a mistake or two, I guess. What were some of the favorite drills or things that you did at the camp that make it stood out for you?
We did a tight turn drill with keeping the puck on your backhand, so it was pretty hard to keep it on your backhand the whole time.
Cool. And did you have any advice for Sidney Crosby? Did you give him any tips, or does he look like he really knows what he's doing?
Yeah, I think he knows what he's doing.
He's got a handle on it. So it wasn't just Sidney Crosby that was there, I don't think. Were there some other NHLers there too?
Yeah, well, Crosby's sister was there, and Nathan McKinnon was there.
So pretty neat. And Crosby's coach from Pee Wee, and I think his dad was around too, right?
Yeah, his dad was there during the signing, and his coach was there every day.
Pretty sweet. Now, were you the furthest kid away? Because you went to Cole Harbour, where Sidney Crosby's from. That's quite a ways from Thompson. Were you the furthest kid away?
No, I don't think so. Like, there's people from Georgia, Atlanta, Tokyo, and there's 3 kids from Tokyo, so probably not the furthest away.
So not quite the furthest away. Were there any other kids from around here?
Yeah, there's one from Winnipeg.
That's neat. And you got to hang out with him. Was it a guy?
Yeah, it was a guy, but he wasn't in my group.
And some girls at the camp too?
Yeah, there was a lot of girls there.
So you got interviewed for a little interview on CTV, and there was a YouTube video that got made about this. There was lots of cameras around, and it feels like all the time. How did that feel?
Well, it was pretty good trying to get on TV, so.
Kind of scary, kind of make you feel nervous to see all the people and cameras around, or were you okay with it?
Yeah, I was okay with it, but like there wasn't too many people there because everything was guarded off, and you had to have passes to get in. Wow.
So Sidney Crosby's probably followed around by cameras like that all his life. How do you think that feels?
It'd be weird, and like in that video, as you mentioned, there'd be cameras in the car with them. Like that would be weird, driving somewhere with cameras in your car.
It would definitely be something to get used to. You guys turned that into a bit of a vacation with your family as well. What were some of the other things you did out there in Nova Scotia?
We went to the beach. We saw Alex, who's also from Thompson. We saw some busker festivals and just toured around places.
Pretty interesting place to go. Alex Burton was your coach last year, so it's pretty neat to be with Sidney Crosby, with his coaches, and with your coach out in Nova Scotia. Just as we wrap things up, what do you think your favorite part of the whole camp, or the favorite part of that experience is? What are you going to remember for the rest of your life?
For the camp, it would be signing and seeing his gold medal and Stanley Cup ring.
Cool.
And for like just the trip in total, yeah, probably the hockey school with Nathan McKinnon and Crosby there too.
Skating with your idol, Sidney Crosby, is a pretty hard thing to turn around. A once-in-a-lifetime experience. Brady Krentz, thanks for joining me on Minor Hockey Moment. Sidney Crosby Hockey School 2015.